Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, the Total Stick Network is proud to present the Total Stick Cast. Now buckle up and enjoy the unscripted, unadulterated neurosis with your host, Paul Johnson!
Welcome to the Total Stick Cast. That's right, my name is Paul Johnson. I'm a freelance writer, author, vlogger, and creator of the Total Stick Empire. Mwahaha! And with me, as usual, is a man who needs no introduction because I forgot to bring him one this week. Is it him that's hungover or me? Let's find out. It's Ryan Blair.
Oh, sorry. Jesus. Yeah. Hey, everybody.
I have a list of introductions I wrote for you, and I literally forgot to take one from one document, copy and paste it onto another document in time for that.
Well, you did good. You did good. I gotta say that on the fly, that was decent. That was good. So yeah, no, I'm not unhappy about that.
Okay, yeah, cool. If all honesty, I'm pretty proud of how I pulled that out on the fly, because I had no idea before I started talking that I did not know how I was going to introduce you, so.
You went in a good direction because, but the flaw in it is that in order to be hungover, you have to sober up first, which I don't believe I've done.
Okay, crucial.
Yeah, 40 ounces is a lot of liquor.
Now, do you feel better knowing that? Or, don't you still feel like a bag of, smashed assholes, as the saying says?
I feel like if this is how I feel right now, and then once we're done recording, I'm definitely having a nap. Yeah. So I'm feeling like if I then wake up hungover, I feel like, if this is how I feel now, that the hangover is going to be way worse. And so I'm not looking forward to it. Not excited about this, no.
Well, today's going to be a great episode with you gradually and painfully sobering up during recording. I just can't wait. Maybe you should drink more. Did I? Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, was that really a good idea, do you think?
Yeah, you should probably not say that at all in the rest of this episode, because, the thought of, okay, I'm gonna go quiet here for a sec, because, the thought of more, I'd rather have a paper cut every time, I turn a page.
Way to link it back to our Patreon mini-sode that we just recently recorded about 2 minutes before this.
Yeah, I have moments.
Yeah. In which we played a rousing round of Would You Rather that involved paper cuts in bad places and, other life decisions. So,
tickling the testicles with a chainsaw, yeah.
Oh yeah, tickling testicles with a chainsaw. That was a good moment. I'm still, noticing something in my trousers over that.
See, and I would at this point, I would choose that over how I feel.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's then. The seventh circle of hell. So make sure you check that out. If you want to find out more about that and extended cuts of some of our other wonderful episodes, you can head on over to patreon.com/TSC podcast. And there's stuff being put there all the time, so, just go check it out, because I can't even begin to list all the wonderfulness. Did you watch Watership Down this week?
No.
Okay.
However,
However,
I did put it on last night, or this morning, in a drunken stupor. And apparently, I'm almost through the third episode of the three of the fourth episode. And what I recall from the show was there's rabbits.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you don't think you really picked up a lot from it?
Yeah, I did. There's rabbits.
Yeah, well.
Jesus.
There's some other, important shit going on there that, I think you may have overlooked in your drunken stupor.
I will say this, in what I recall, I think I was enjoying it.
Ooh. Okay.
So I mean, I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's a
right
thing.
because I mean, and we had talked about this, and you had suggested that this wasn't some like cartoony, fucking, just a sort of another sort of feel good movie.
Yeah.
Cartoony feel good Disney type crap. And for the record, I love Disney.
Okay.
But it was actually what I do recall is that it was it played out like a movie, like a real movie, like real people and sort of the I'm just gonna shut up now because I don't remember a fucking thing other than rabbits.
Okay. Okay, well, maybe you can try again, but after this week, it's gonna be, 3 weeks later. I don't care. I'm not gonna want to talk about it anymore. I'm gonna be on to new things, like my newfound love of Taylor Swift.
Ew. Who'd she break up with now?
I agree. I have no idea. I have no idea. But okay, so what I mean by that, I think earlier I decided that I was gonna open this conversation by saying that I was cray for Tay-Tay, but I almost couldn't say it that time. If you think you're close to throwing up, just saying that brought me to the brink of parts of myself I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with. So I had to say that just to see if I could. I feel legit like I just went on a roller coaster against my will right now. There's a little bit of an endorphin rush from having, said that. I'm scared. I have stage fright for the first time in 60 episodes. But
I know. I can see why. I mean, cray for Tay-Tay. I mean, that's something. I feel like if anybody of our listeners or yourself remember the show Simple Life.
Okay.
With Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie, where they're total fucking retards. I feel like that is something that they would say. That Paris Hilton would say is going, cray for Tay-Tay. Because she thinks...
Is Paris Hilton black?
Only from the waist down.
Oh, snap. Okay. Don't even know what that means.
No, I don't know either. I'm going, no. But yeah, no, and she thinks that you buy walls at Walmart. But no, I mean, I just that's legit what she said in the show. So, but anyways, yeah.
That's hot.
That's hot. Did you know? There's a show on Netflix, and it's about people with like their viral shit and how online has like a lot of these people that have become viral and this and that anyway. So it's actually it's a decent watch, but Paris Hilton, I mean, you just never hear anything about her anymore, right? And but apparently, yeah, she has built like a savage brand. Like she's made her own money.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I didn't realize, but yeah, I mean, she's got perfumes, clothes, she's got her hands in a ton of stuff, and she's actually become rich on her own. I mean, let's be honest, her name helped her get started, but she's actually not that ditzy twat that we all remember from shows like A Simple Life or, she had that one show there where she had to find a best friend.
I think it was just called Paris Hilton's BFF.
Yeah, maybe. I never watched it. I mean, I don't have time for that dribble. But yeah, no, I mean, she's actually become a powerhouse, so that's a thing.
Well, and I mean, I think you look at some of the people that those different things she did got her involved with and got her around. I think she was kind of, if she had the seed in her, sort of, she was going to gain something from that, and she was going to gain a lot of knowledge from that, because that put her around a lot of major people.
And right? I have no doubt that she has a lot of seed in her.
Oh, I knew when I said that I was walking into something horrible.
Yeah, you were.
Okay, so why am I cray for Tay-Tay?
Yes, back to that, Jesus.
Yeah. So why am I accepting the word of Taylor Swift into my life? because I don't know if you've noticed, you're a Netflix folk, right?
I saw there's something on there. I didn't watch it. I was like,
the Reputation Stadium tour. So it's a huge stadium show she did, big ass fucking production, stuff like that. And I mean, I saw it on Netflix because I see everything on Netflix, you know what I mean? Like, I know what Bird Box is, but I've never seen it, just by association. They're trying to force me to watch everything. So that was one of the things they were trying to force me to watch. I was like, fuck, whatever. I don't care really one way or the other. She has a couple songs I don't mind, but I'm like, nah, I'll leave it for sure. Between take it and leave it, I pick leave it. Then I was going through something online the other day, and I read this how it's like shocking, and it'll like change your opinion of her and stuff like that, and like all these different people who are like, I wasn't a fan before, but this is something else, and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, is it really that much to behold? Like, holy fuck. So I started watching it the other day, and in my defense, I'll say I'm not done it yet. I haven't actually finished it, but I was like, oh my fuck. Like, it was way better than I expected. It was way better than I expected. She has grown up a lot over the past few years. Her speaking voice has lowered considerably. She started talking to the audience. I was like, holy fuck, I can't even believe that's Taylor Swift. So she seems like she's been through some shit. I think she's a little bit younger than me, but she's got like this new, like, bourbon-soaked sensibility about her, like, about her voice and her outlook and her conversation that was really, like, I was like, wow, okay, strides. Like, I wouldn't say she's raspy, but she's, like, I don't know, she sounds experienced and grown up, finally. I don't, like, she has a couple songs that I don't mind, I guess, but the first time, okay, this is my relationship with Taylor Swift. She was still a country star in 2008, or whatever. She was still a country-ish person around that time. Probably maybe 2007. And I didn't really know who she was. I maybe had heard of her name, but I was on, maybe a lot of drugs. Maybe some for the first time. And,
not you!
And I had been up all night, and I was all alone, everybody else was asleep, and I was just sitting there with the TV on, and the CMA, I think it was, or like there's like two versions of that. There's the Country Music Academy or whatever, and then there's the Canadian Country Music Awards or whatever. There's two different, but I think it was the CMAs, came on, and she came out and tried to like, and she had to, like, talk to the audience in between things or whatever. And she was just horrific. Like, she couldn't put two words together. She was just like, I was like, oh my god, like, you just sound so stupid and this is me. Listen to me, right? But anyways, I was like, you just sound so stupid out there trying to put words together. Like, this is supposed to be rehearsed. Like, people wait their whole lives to host these kind of things, to go out there and talk, blah, blah, blah. Like, what the hell? I mean, I was like 20, so I knew everything.
And that's why Kanye West came out on stage and interrupted her, because she couldn't talk.
Yeah, I guess, right? I don't know much about that situation. I deliberately haven't seen the video of that. But at the time, she was like 18, 19. So, I mean, like, whatever, depending on the month. So, years have gone by, I should be a little bit more tolerant, and she's definitely changed. Her music's changed, and she's definitely changed along the way. She seems a lot more grown up, and it wasn't, I mean, if you're on, like, the Taylor Swift fence, I would watch it. I'm sure you're not. But to our listeners, like, if you're on the Taylor Swift fence, I would check it out. It's not bad. It's not terrible. There might be surprises. She works hard in it, puts on quite a show. So, and she's got a whole band there. She brings them out here and there, this, that, and the other thing. Her backup dancers actually sing. So there's like a few things about it that are kind of interesting, and it's visually impressive, which was something I heard about ahead of time. So I was like, okay, I don't know. But no, it's very nicely put together. There's times where they weave special effects in with the concert footage and stuff like that, but not in really cheesy way. People have done that in the past, and it gets really out of control. Like, I almost even feel like fading away from a guitarist is kind of cheesy nowadays. But it has like some really interesting effects where things are like brought out and like duplicated on other levels and stuff. I don't know. It's kind of cool. So yeah. I got good things to say about that.
I'm sitting here and I'm listening to you go on about this.
Yeah.
And I must admit, I'm impressed with your passion.
Yeah.
So, I think that with all that said, I still have no fucking interest in watching it. But, yeah.
No.
Yeah. I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's something you didn't know before, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, actually it's not.
Two things I can do without in my life is Taylor Swift's documentary there and the McPizza. So, yeah.
We're very different people, you and I.
You and I are very different. I'm actually people. For starters. So.
That's what you think, eh?
Oh, God, I can't think today.
You're people. Well, I'm a person, so I'm more focused.
Yeah, but I just have a lot of different voices in my head, so I'm people.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. You might want to see somebody about that.
Oh, yeah. No. Keeps me company. Keeps me from being lonely.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. And
Yeah.
there are people who don't yell at you, so... And
Yeah,
break your phone, and so... Okay, well, I have other things to talk about, too, of course. I mean, given my passion over Taylor Swift, how could I not have more just exploding out of me at every pore?
Yeah.
I also have a quiz for you this week. I also have a word of the week for you this week.
Oh, God, this should be interesting.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
So, I've been, and I'm fascinated about this. So, do you know what a jigger is?
Does this have to do with Jay-Z?
No.
Oh, then no, I don't.
Okay, so, a jigger is a parasite.
Okay.
And they're in South America and shit, and they get up in your business and they burrow into your skin and your pores and stuff, and they have a nap, right? So I saw a couple of videos. There's also a botfly, and the botfly actually gets quite large. So I've been seeing some videos on this, and they've been extracting these things. So, you'll see periodically on the old interwebs, and they've got like somebody's foot, there's the palm of someone's hand or something, and it's full of like holes.
Oh.
Right? Like something was in there. And so, I sit there and I've seen these pictures and I've tried to Google like what the deal is with those. And I mean, for the most part, the pictures you see are fake. But I just found like it was quite satisfying to see these pictures. Like I would sit there and get my finger in there and just start playing with the holes. Yeah, I'm weird like that. I'm really twisted. So, but they're actually, there's jiggers and botflies and these, they curl up in your business and burrow in. So,
wow.
it's pretty amazing. Like, I've seen a few videos. There's a gorilla, baby gorilla, baby ape, whatever, and he had these botflies in there, and I mean, they were about the size of a quarter.
Okay.
Right, and they were just, and they're right in there, and so.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at some stuff about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, it's neat to see. I mean, I would almost want to experience it because I see it, and I go like, especially with the jiggers because they are much smaller and stuff. But I sit there and think like when they're on the bottom of your feet, because this was the thing. Is in South America, like it's people living in huts, right?
Yeah.
Dirt floors and everything, right? I mean, they're constantly walking on the earth, on the ground, and so this is how these little buggers are getting in there and stuff, and so I mean, like, does it hurt? Like, that would be my question. Does it hurt?
That's just gross. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some things like that, some parasitic shit like that, will like numb you like as it goes in, and they have like toxins on their body that like numb you so you don't know they're there and stuff like that as an evolutionary trait. So maybe it doesn't. I don't want to know because I don't want to look it up anymore. I've seen things and now my eyes are watering.
Yeah, you've seen enough, have you?
And I kind of want to throw up a little bit.
Yeah, I know that feeling today. Yeah.
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 I don't even know what to say now.
All right, we can move on. I just wanted to bring that up because I had been sort of checking it out, and it was cool, and I like it. So for any of our listeners out there, yeah, check out Jiggers and Botflies, and check out some of the videos, because it's gross, it's graphic, but I mean, watching them get pulled out and stuff is very satisfying.
Oh God, gross.
Yeah, well, for some people it's satisfying, for others it's gross.
I'm kink shaming you right now.
I'm not the one who called himself a human toilet. Okay?
Touché.
So, Ryan, let's not get into kink shaming.
Okay, fine. I don't have anything nearly that gross that affected me on a personal level. Let's talk about something light and breezy for a minute. Yeah. The future of gaming.
Okay.
I think we're gonna see what it is, and I think it might possibly come via Amazon.
The future of gaming.
Yeah.
And is this in regards to the next big gaming system?
Well, kind of just what it's going to look like. So I'll explain a little bit. I heard this morning that Amazon is working on developing a cloud gaming system. Okay. So what this means is basically they're taking the console out of the equation. So instead of going out and buying a console and then still using that to buy games that are just sitting on the hard drive in your console, why should you have the black box there when we already know how to do that with a cloud server and we've been doing it for years?
Okay, can you say that again?
Right.
Can you say that part about what the name of that box is called?
Fuck you!
Can we just touch on that for a moment? Because I think you're confused. I think you're confused about a console and a council, right? A council is like, a conversation with friends about a problem of yours. Could also be referred to a lawyer as counsel. Whereas a console is like your dashboard in your car or gaming system.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I hate saying words.
And that, children, is today's English lesson with Ryan.
Yes. Fair enough. You deserve to shame me for that every step of the way. I hated it. Every time I said it, I hated it. I knew you must be hearing the same thing I was hearing because it's the same conversation. And if I made it out of that alive, I was going to embrace Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. But no, you caught me.
I did. So. Yeah. And I probably will.
Counsel.
Yeah.
I hate saying that word.
Soul. Okay.
Counsel.
This is how Sesame Street does it. Okay. Console. Okay, let's do it.
This should be no more gaming systems.
Yeah, just give up and move on.
Yes, yeah. I'm gonna excuse myself from that battle because it's not gonna end well. There's only so many times I can say it. My lips aren't gonna work properly anymore.
Console. Yeah.
So yeah, rather than bring home a gaming system and use that to download games to a hard drive that you could be storing on a cloud, now you can just do it without bringing home the gaming system in the first place. So I'm assuming the logic of that would be you buy a controller, right, and it hooks up to your TV. So this is kind of like what all the worst gaming ideas in the history of the world have been, but probably done right for the first time. Because, you've long been able to bring home, like, the controller, hook it up to the TV, and it's got, like, a little chip in it that's got, like, 3 games, and they're a horrible dirt bike game or whatever. And then, I don't know if this is still a thing. I feel like maybe it's not based on the last couple of places. But I remember when I was younger, when you used to go to hotels, there would be games programmed, like the same way that they'd have their video on demand in hotels. They had games on demand.
Yeah, I remember
that. But that's a weird little nugget, right? I feel like that's not a thing anymore.
No, I haven't seen that in years and years. I'd forgotten about that.
So it's gonna really be a lot along the same lines, only look at the games we have now. We're talking streaming GTA 5 that way, you know what I mean? Well, GTA 6 by that point. We're talking streaming full games that way. And that's something Amazon's working on that they want to have launched during 2020. And I think that's an interesting interesting idea. And with everything moving so much to cloud storage, that could be the future of gaming. That could be what PS6 could be, a subscription plan, not a system.
A system?
I don't know. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Only thing I have to weigh in on that is I don't think it'll work.
I wouldn't blame you for being skeptical. What problems do you see occurring?
You know what? I just see, you know, in the history of gaming, we have councils, right? And you know, and I think that's what, you know, people are comfortable with. I think people are comfortable with having a black box. You know, PS4, Xbox, Nintendo, right? I mean, you know, people are used to the physicality of it all, you know, and I don't know. I think, you know, and I'm not saying eventually it doesn't become a thing, but I think right now, the platforms, you know, Xbox and PlayStation, I think, you know, the platforms, I mean, people are used to that. People are set up with that, you know, people are, you know, they play Call of Duty or Fortnite or whatever, and they're doing it on these platforms, and so I think that I just think, you know, now Amazon would have to come out with an entirely different like a game stream in terms of, you know, completely different games, right? Like would they be able to come out with Call of Duty? Would they be able to come out with, you know, I think...
See, that's the thing, there's no reason. Yeah, there's no reason they wouldn't be able to.
No, but I just, like I said, I think that, you know, I think people are just, they're comfortable with their game systems, and you know, anytime that they try to come out with something different, it doesn't really do all that well. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's Amazon. They got money. Mm-hmm. Right? So they have developers, and I mean, you know, with online shopping, they're definitely top tier. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big gamer. I've said that in prior episodes. You know, I'm not a big gamer. And so I guess, you know, this would, I guess I can't really weigh in too much, just because I'm not a big gamer. I mean, for me, I wouldn't subscribe to it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. Like, you know smart TVs?
Yeah.
Right? So you've used the smart TV. You know the interface of that is almost identical to a PS4, right?
Or is the PS4, or is the smart TV, or is it, I don't know.
Mind blown!
Yeah. Wow. No, I was trying to be funny there, and it just, in my mind, again, it's crystal clear. So yeah, no, I mean it's like a PS4. Yeah, you can access the internet, you can access your emails, you can access,
and just like that, yeah exactly, from your smart TV, Netflix, and nobody's missing the mouse in between. Nobody's missing those kind of things. And with the fact that, like, even with PS4, like, a lot of the games I own, I don't have a physical copy of. I've just bought them from the PlayStation Store. They live on my hard drive. Yeah. Right? There's no... I disagree that the black box would be missed, but I disagree for the first time in history. Like, I think this is the first time when we're almost ready for that, because it's almost become obsolete at this point to have that box sitting there, when I think there's a lot of people who don't own physical copies of their games. And with more and more people having smart TVs, it's not like you need this whole totally different thing in your house. You just spend a little extra on a TV if you're a gamer. Right?
Yeah, and I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, well, I guess we'll see what they do with it. I mean, really, at the end of the day, it has to be done right.
Yeah, exactly. It has to be done right.
It has to be done right. It can't be rushed. It can't be, hey, we've got this great product, and we're just going to fire it out there. No. You're going to spend the time. If they want to spend the time, I mean, and anybody's capable. Any of these tech companies and all this are capable of putting out a new gaming system, right? And have it succeed.
Yeah,
right?
Just through marketing and knowing that.
Well, but it has to be done right. It can't just be, well, you know, if you're gonna want to change the face of gaming, then, you know, if you need that extra year in development, then spend it, then take it. You know.
Yeah.
So
no, agreed.
So we'll see. Yeah.
And I'd say that Amazon hasn't always. I mean, I love Amazon to death. I subscriptions, this, that, and the other thing. My Alexa's over there.
Your toilet paper comes from Amazon.
Oh my gosh, she didn't even wake up when I said her name. I'm offended. Anyways, so I like Amazon. I think they've done a lot of things right, but I think they failed on a lot of fronts. Like, I don't think, like, Amazon Music didn't go as big as it could have. They've got a different model for it that I think probably holding them back because people don't relate to it. It's not the same billing system as Spotify. I think it's uncomfortable for people. I think that Amazon Prime for movies and things like that fell flat. It's basically, I have it, and it's basically, you know how everybody used to have a drawer under their TV that was full of movies that you didn't really want to watch, but when there was nothing else on TV, or, you know, you just needed something to watch with dinner, you'd put it on, and then you'd have to watch, you know, Sandra Bullock in The Net for the 300th time, or whatever, or Dirty Dancing. Everybody had that drawer. That's what Amazon Prime is. It's that drawer. It's a bunch of movies nobody really wants to watch, but they are better than nothing, and sometimes they might take you back.
I would disagree. You know what? I have Prime. I have Amazon, you know, movies there, and I have Netflix, and I switch back and forth. Like, you know, one thing that you know, the Amazon movies, I agree. It you know, I agree to some extent of what you're saying, but you know, because they don't add a lot of new content.
No.
Right? It's all that stuff that, but you know what? I have found a lot of gems on there, and yeah, you know, and again, I would still say it's comparable to Netflix. I think Netflix definitely has newer stuff. But I think, you know, they're both as useless or both as awesome. I mean, you know, depending how you look at it.
I don't agree with the last statement. As far as finding gems, oh yeah, I'm not gonna say that I haven't watched all the episodes of Supermarket Sweep that they have on there, but that doesn't make me a good person.
They have Supermarket Sweep?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I love that show.
So, yeah, I know, me too.
I'd watch that show and I would yell at my motherfucker. I'd be like, what are you doing? Like, why are you reading the fucking calorie count on that? Just put it in the cart.
Yeah.
Right? And everybody was so fucking predictable. They all went for the obis forms and the meat. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. And it was just like, but again, I mean, I yelled at the TV. So that was a great show, man.
Yeah, frickin' A.
That was I didn't know it was on there. I'm so gonna look for that.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it's still on there. I watched it a few months ago, but I mean, it was on there. So.
Yeah, they can't afford to take things off.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But again, that's not really. I don't know. You're not discovering anything there. I mean, it's fun to look back on. I mean, I guess why people still, you know, have Amazon Prime. But also, as far as them putting out movies and as far as them having anything new on there, it is all so B-rate. Like, they have the B-est movies ever on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
And it's not even like they counteract with a good group of A's. It's like, the Flintstones is the last high-budget production they have on there. Like, I mean... So that's my only thing with Amazon. I don't think it's comparable to Netflix. I think it's
but when you look at the cost, right?
Yeah.
Because you get the movies with your Amazon Prime subscription.
Yeah.
So it's essentially a free service, right? Okay. Even if you break it down to, like, because what does Amazon Prime go for? What is it? $80 a year.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is that? $6 a month or something?
Okay.
Right. Six and change a month. Like then you compare it to Netflix. Netflix is 10 plus.
Yeah. Okay. If you're trying to match the value, I mean, I think the very next sentence I was going to say, but I just couldn't come up with a good brand. I was going to say it's like the Jolt to Coca-Cola or whatever, but I was looking for, like, I didn't want to say no name because that sounds so deliberately shady. I didn't mean, like, but it's like the no name pop to pop or whatever. Like, yeah, no, for the price, kick ass, because you can't get a 2 liter of Coca-Cola for 99 cents. But you can get a 2-liter of Schmoka Co-op Cola, or what? For 99 cents. What the fuck? If I was gonna say Schmoka Cola, I should have just committed to that instead of throwing Co-op in the middle of it. They didn't deserve that shit.
What is Co-op done to you, man?
What the?
They send you a check every year, and this is how you treat them?
Yeah.
That's terrible, Jesus.
I'm just having a stroke, no biggie.
Yeah. Stroke-a-cola.
Why is that so funny? And why do I want to know more about Stroke-a-Cola?
Jesus. Man, we're both just in full form today. Jesus.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Choose your own adventure. We don't have to talk about this for long because I really don't have information on it. I just heard it briefly on my... no, I'm not even going to finish that pretentious, fucked up millennial sentence. Never mind. Choose your own adventure is being sued by Netflix. Or no, Choose Your Own Adventure is suing Netflix. There we go.
Right.
Fuck, I'm a regular fucking newscaster over here. Walter Cronkite, that's what I was looking for, regular Walter Cronkite. Fuck showmanship. Yeah, so Choose Your Own Adventure is suing Netflix because Netflix apparently was in negotiation with them for years and years and years to use them in, like, I think it's one of the Black Mirror episodes, or more specifically Black Mirror Bandersnatch, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So they wanted to use the Choose Your Own Adventure, like, name, and the people who hold the rights, they were in discussions with them for years and years and years, and then it's like Netflix kind of gave up and went, meh, you're not gonna watch it anyways, and just used it. So now they're being sued.
Oh.
Yeah. Right?
Well, I haven't seen the Bandersnatch. I have seen it available.
Yes.
I believe I may have watched the preview and wasn't too sold on it, but, you know, it might be one of those things that I get drunk and fall asleep and watch. But, you know, Choose Your Own Adventure. Like, those were books.
Yeah.
And I remember those as a kid. Now...
Yeah, they were the bomb fucking diggity, man.
Now, see, gaming systems, back to that, they dropped the ball. Because you could have a video game where it's Choose Your Own Adventure.
Well,
no,
background's kind of covered.
No,
okay.
No, you're doing it. Right?
Okay.
Because we're not talking about a game where you go left or right and you kill zombies on one side and you kill very little cute rabbits on the other. No, but something...
What the fuck are you playing? Okay, yeah.
Well then. But no, I think that they could capitalize on that. But I'm done. I got nothing else to say about that.
I would say that I feel like that territory is as covered as it kind of needs to be right now. Because a lot of games nowadays, when you're playing the latest breaking news kind of, you know, hottest shit there, even going back to like GTA 5 and stuff, they let you make the odd decision that does impact the game. And I know on PC that's a lot more prevalent, making decisions that change the course of the game and how it plays out and stuff. And like Red Dead Redemption played with that a bit, whether you'd be a good person or a bad person completely affected your gameplay experience based on how you acted.
Look.
And stuff like that.
I'm
so
old.
Some of that stuff covers that. And if you want a true, you know, not Dr. King, pick something that
Dr. King.
Dr. Potter? Dr.
Potter.
Yeah, I know,
Zeus.
I'm sitting in front of a wall of books, and the wall of books says Harry Potter.
Are we playing charades? Like,
We're not.
I don't know what we're doing here.
So, like, Dr. Harriet enters, you know, what was I even trying to say now?
I have no idea.
Fuck me.
Smoke another one, Paul.
What was I talking about? Oh yeah, if you're looking for that kind of choose your adventure where it's like, Dr. Harriet enters the room, do you run away, ask him questions, or this other thing? Well, they have that too, and I can't remember what they're called, but they're generally apps, and there's some high-end ones for computers and stuff, where they're like novelized games, and it's way more about slowly walking through each decision of the story. So I feel like the ground's kind of covered on
Whatever,
that.
I'm old. I want my fucking Choose Your Own Adventure game, okay?
Okay, fine.
You don't understand, you fucking millennial.
Who killed Harlow Thrombey?
Roger Rabbit.
What the fuck are you talking? That was one of my favorite Choose Your Adventure books. Who killed Harlow Thrombey?
Well, I don't remember the names of any of them.
That was the shiznit, man. Do you... Well, okay, I'm assuming you don't have a lot to talk about?
No, I got nothing. No updates from the Crackdown.
Okay. I went to the dispensary after we recorded last week, and I got... Do you know, like, I know you at least, I know you don't smoke, but I know you're very close to someone personally who does. Do you know, like, have you, since they've legalized it and stuff like that, like, have you gotten acquainted with how the THC content works and that kind of stuff?
No.
Okay. Let's put it this way. Ordering it medicinally for the past few months and then buying it through legalization and stuff like that, 22 to 23 is generally the highest THC content that I wind up getting.
Okay.
I went to the dispensary after we recorded last time and picked up a canister of 27% kinky kush. So, in other words, it just kicks your ass. That's my point.
Oh.
So yeah, there's that. Because a lot of people live in, legalized areas. And I know we have listeners in California and stuff like that. So yeah, pick myself up some 27%. Okay, that's over since you don't smoke. I might be in a movie this week.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, that's super random.
Finally released your sex tape, did you?
I didn't. I did, and it was such a hit. They want me back. I don't even know how this came about. I don't really like. I mean, it's not like I harbor major ambitions of being an actor or anything like that. But every once in a while, I will, if there's something that doesn't require a lot of experience or stuff, I'll sometimes throw my hat in the ring for little like short films in the city, maybe university projects, things like that. So I saw another call for one the other day, and I was like, yeah, sure. So I went ahead and threw my hat in the ring for that, and, what the fuck?
I'm reminding you, drink some water.
Alexa, thank you.
Anytime.
Alexa just reminded you to drink some water.
I'm reminding you,
Yeah.
drink some water.
Alexa, stop. Okay. Yes, Alexa just reminded me to drink some water.
Wow, she cares about your health.
She does. She's awesome like that. Yeah. I can get her to say things. I've learned that. But yeah, so I don't exactly know the context. I'm still waiting for the script to come to me and stuff like that. But I fit the look and I'm good enough. So someday this week I might be going and spending like 4 or 6 hours, something like that, shooting a psychological thriller.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, who I play. I don't know what this is for. If it's a university project or a like small like festival thing, I have no idea what it is. But
I would like to see you. I would like to see you have the lead role as the Mad Hatter in a remake of Alice in Wonderland.
That was super specific. Like, this is what you lay awake and think about at night.
Yeah, I lay awake at night thinking about you, Paul.
I could tell. Okay.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that resulted in any real, like, thought that I should, like, play the Mad Hatter in a movie. I thought it just resulted in sticky sheets.
Yeah, well, it's both. Really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, alright, so that's cool. Movie. Awesome. Moving on.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know what's going to happen with that. I've been playing Light Bears.
Playing what?
Light Bears.
Is that like gummy bears or
It's surprisingly.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. You didn't think it would be.
No, I was just being a dick.
I might have to send you a link to it. It's like, okay, you're a teddy bear, and then you're also playing tag for your soul.
That sounds like a dark game.
It kind of is. It is actually quite dark because of the voiceovers and stuff. So you're a teddy bear, and there's light bears, and there's shadow bears, and you don't have weapons. It's literally tag, and it's online, so you're playing against other people. And the light bears have to survive for like 2 minutes, and then the portal of light opens, and you have to run through the portal and get in. Meanwhile, the shadow bears are running around trying to convert you to be a shadow bear as well. And one of the things that makes it kind of dark is when, like, they catch you and they tag you, and then there's this period of time where you're, like, converting, and there's thunder coming down out of the sky, and you're, like, being turned black, which is kind of racist, but who am I? And you're being turned into a shadow bear, and all that good stuff, and if a light bear gets you during that time, they can actually save you, but if not, your bear is, like, screaming the whole time. He's like, I don't want this! And then he's like, so yeah, it's kind of dark. And if you become a shadow bear, then you have to chase down the light bears. So it's very much like a schoolyard game with a really weird and dark twist. And yeah, that's an online game that I've been playing. It's called Light Bears. I was gonna find out who published it, but I don't know now, so that's just a weird blanket. Maybe that's my shill. It's for Light Bears.
Light Bears.
That's a good game. It's
Okay.
a good game.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, sure. Why not? It's fun.
I don't have a
It's
cell
not-
phone anymore, so I got nothing but time.
Yeah, no doubt, right?
Oh.
No doubt. And it doesn't require, like, it tries to get you into Fortnite, and you're like, oh, fuck, no.
That was
So-
horrible, man. I never want to do that again.
Yeah, but this doesn't have as many, like, you don't gotta build stuff as you're running and do this and do that and do this, and there's not very many controls. You can, like, teleport forward 10 feet, you can jump, but other than that, there's not a lot to deal with. So,
Okay.
yeah, so there's that. We have trivia and we have a word of the day.
Hit me.
Okay, first of all, I was gonna offer you a break before that, but if I offer you a break before that, then we have to talk about something else first, I think. Where is Wally?
I think he's on 7th.
So what do you think that is?
Where is Wally? Well, naturally your mind goes to where's Waldo.
Yeah, by the way, this isn't your, like, word of the day or anything, but this is just this is a different topic. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, naturally my mind will go to where's Waldo.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like that's too obvious. So I think it's a book about finding crack dealers.
Oh, there we go. Okay, fair enough. Never mind. I had bad thoughts while you were talking. Like, I was thinking of how Where's Wally could be a porno based on Where's Waldo. But it's Wally's actually his dick and he keeps hiding it. I think you can do the rest of the math. Anyways, so... Where's Wally? There he is! Where's Wally? There he is! Where's Wally? Okay, anyways, you can just imagine. Okay, so
That
where's
escalated
Wally?
quickly.
I know, I feel like it did. Why do you bring these horrible things out of me?
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, so Where's Wally sounds like a knockoff of Where's Waldo. Where's Wally? Mind-blowing enough, and half of the people listening to this right now, no, our listenership isn't divided that way. Some of the people listening to this right now, though, are just like, why the fuck are you making such a big deal of this? Why would it be a porno movie? Because they understand totally. Why do they understand totally? Because Where's Wally is what Where's Waldo is published as in the UK.
Really?
Yes! For what plausible fucking reason? I don't know!
Yeah. No, I got nothing. Really?
And I
Where's
don't-
Wally?
I know, I don't know I don't know why this is a thing, and attached to that, I don't know how I'm just finding this out. But I found this out this week because I had to write an article related to something, but a lot of my stuff came from the UK, and they said, I can't remember, it's like a real-life game of Where's Wally, or whatever. I'm like, Where's Wally? You dumbass, that's not a thing, it's called Waldo. So obviously I looked it up, and I was like, what the fuck? Where's Wally is just a normal thing over there.
So, like, if you went there and be like, where's Waldo? They'd be like, fuck you talking about, fool?
Yeah, exactly. They'd be like, is that some kind of cheap knockoff of Where's Wally? A thing we all know and love?
See, and this is, again, why I would pick the Caribbean over Europe. Alright, because they fucked up over there.
Yeah, there we go.
Right.
I bet in the Caribbean it's called Where's Waldo?
I bet you it is.
Yeah.
Except
I
in
wonder what-
Spanish.
Oh, yeah. Que asque Waldo! I don't know.
Yeah.
That was bad. That didn't mean anything. Why did I do that? I could have not done that. I could have taken
That
the high
sounded
road. I
like
chose not to.
Swedish, French, Spanish.
What
So-
would that be called? If Spanglish is... What would that be called?
You're hurting my brain, man. Don't do it. Don't go there.
Swenshish?
That's not.
No, I
feel
missed
like-
something.
I feel like you're stretching here and you're really reaching. I'm trying to find like something funny to come up with, but it's just I don't think you're gonna do it.
No, but I think the problem is you don't know that it's funny. It's such a sophisticated joke.
And I am far from sophisticated, so I hear you. All right, okay. So where's Wally's? Where's Waldo? That is actually really messed up.
Yep.
And this is the bitch that owns our country. Okay.
Yep, there we go. I told you last week that I had a 3D headset thing. Have you tried yours yet, by the way?
No.
Okay. In order to use... Okay, so I had a glass screen protector on my phone.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with this?
Yeah.
Okay, it sounds like a contradiction, but it's not. It broke. It shattered.
Oh,
Whoa!
excuse me.
Gesundheit! I
Well then. Okay, that was a bit better.
I cracked my phone screen anyways. So as soon as I put in the 3D thing, of course, it was like, what? I can see all the cracks really well now. And that's not what I want. So I didn't want to see cracks in 3D. I could already see cracks in 3D. Except 3D porn. That's a different thing. Anyways, so I had to take off the screen guard. So I took off the screen guard, and now I don't have one. So my point is, I feel super precarious about dropping my phone or anything. Every time something happens to my phone, I get really scared.
Okay, but that's why you have that little pop squat thing on the back.
my pop squat?
Yeah! Yeah! Pop tart.
Pop socket!
Yeah!
I thought you were talking about my OtterBox. Even the thing I thought you were making fun of, I didn't think wasn't the same thing you were actually making fun of. That doesn't help it in a fall.
Well, no, but you don't drop it because you got the pop squat.
That's not true, because sometimes in the morning I balance it on top of the freezer, and then other times I open the freezer and then it falls off of the freezer. That's me. That's my life.
See, if I had a pop squat, I'd try to balance it on my boner, my morning wood.
Wow. Wow. Why would you... Well, I feel like you're trying to find something funny here, and there's just not.
No, I think that is. If you, get the imagery in your head going, right? Sitting there with your morning wood, and you're balancing your pop squat on there.
Okay, you're right, that's funny. As soon as I add Ryan's penis to any equation, it gets funnier.
That's
right.
true.
That's
true.
Right. That's what comedy is tragedy plus Ryan's penis plus time equals comedy, or whatever.
Plus,
I ruin jokes.
Yeah, okay, so...
That's what I do.
That's where jokes go to die. Okay, moving on.
Yeah. I watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I feel like I'm going through topics too quickly. I watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine. The other day I said I've never seen it.
Yes.
But to bring it back for another season, so there's a big hurrah about it. So I decided to watch it. Have you ever watched it?
No.
You said that.
Yeah, no, I said I haven't watched it, but it is on my list somewhere.
Yeah, it's good. I tried it. It's like The Office in a police precinct.
Yeah, that's
what it is.
Yeah, I knew it was a comedy sitcom, and it looks funny, and yep.
Yeah, it's delicious. I enjoyed it. I think, word of the week, pop quiz. Yeah, I think that's about all the weird things I had on my list, relatively speaking. Well, I feel bad about the guy at McDonald's. Okay, there's a guy at oh, fuck. I feel like this is too long to go on this side of the break. So, there's a guy at McDonald's who I had problems with months ago. You know how I'm really bad at telling stories and I always end up going off? This is going to be a fucking nightmare. This is going to be just a nightmare. So, this guy at McDonald's, I used to have problems with him months ago. He just seems to be bad at everything. I get along with everybody at McDonald's because I'm there every day, fucking pretty much like family. But this one guy, every time he goes near my order, something has gone wrong with it. Regardless, even if he's not the one to make it, he just bags it. There's something wrong with it that day because he was there. I don't know what the fucking deal is. His name is June, and he's cursed.
Oh.
So, anyways, a bunch of things have happened with him, this and the other thing. Through a series of these things and having to call McDonald's and be like, this guy sucks, he fucked up all my shit again! I wound up meeting the owner of that McDonald's, because June is like a assistant manager or something.
Okay.
So I wound up meeting the owner of that McDonald's, great guy named Winston. We got along great. He was like falling over laughing about how much June hates dealing with me now. Okay. Because now every time I come in, he's just like, I want nothing to do with him. He just won't go near me. He thinks I'm as cursed as I think he is. So, Winston's he's just curled up. He's a little Asian guy, and he's doing just the best laugh ever. He's just just like falling against the wall. He thought it was just hilarious how much this guy hates me.
That's my O sound.
That's your what?
My O sound. Yeah, that just happened.
Alright, that just happened.
Yeah.
So anyways, so since that happened now, there's these other ladies who work there and they've joked with me in the past, hey, your best friend's working. I'm like, who's that? And they point at you and I'm like, oh god, you guys know? They're like, yeah, he doesn't want to go near you, he's so scared to deal with you at all now. And So, okay, so now I'm just doing a little bit of world building here, so you get the context.
Okay, yeah, so the story itself hasn't started yet.
Well, the story itself hasn't totally started, but this is important to know. This is the prequel. So, You're like, okay, oh fuck, I'm going to sleep.
Wake me when you're done. Yeah.
Yeah, I warned you on the way in, okay? So, so this is all a thing now. So it's kind of a running joke. So the more I think about it, but I hadn't gotten to the stage of thinking about it until this morning, which brings us to my story. I was in there this morning, and Winston, the owner, and June, the guy I have an issue with, were like right next to each other with their back turned to the main counter. Winston sees me. Hey, Paul! Raises his hand. He's happy to see me. I wave to him. Great. I mean, he came around the counter and shook my hand to wish me a Merry Christmas during this holidays.
So June is Italian.
No. Okay, that was Winston. I was doing the god-awfully, horribly, I'm going to hell impression of, and they're not. These people are all Filipino.
Oh, okay. But they just sound Italian. They sound
I
like
guess.
Mario. Hey, Paula, how you doing? Because you totally just did like a total Italian. Hey, Paul. It's like, oh, okay.
I know, it was terrible.
We brought in to make a pizza back. Yeah.
And he kind of has a Mario mustache, which makes it worse.
Oh god.
If Mario was Filipino, this would be what he looked like.
Okay.
So that gives you a whole visual image now.
It does.
He's standing next to June when he does this, and I mean, I'm just like, Mamma Mia! No, okay, anyways, so he's standing next to June when he does this, and I'm just like, this is weird. Like, this is, like, it's still kind of funny, and it's a funny kind of joke situation that's going on, but it's creepy because he's kind of like not supporting his staff at all. He's just kind of like, there's that guy that makes you really uncomfortable. Look how much I like the neighbor's kid better than you. Like, it was just like, it's weird. It felt, for the first time today, it felt weird. I almost felt bad for June. I was kind of like, I'm like, that guy who's like the guy who runs this whole show, he's like not supporting his staff really, in a sense, kind of by doing that. Like, he should like talk to June rather than just let it be a running. I don't know. I felt weird about it for the first time.
So that's the story?
Well, that's the story. But should I feel bad about it?
No.
I mean, do you think there's something negative and toxic forming there as a working environment? Like, you're a great manager. You've been my boss. You're a great person to work for. Like, how do you feel about that? Like, would you be like, do you think that's cool? Like, remembering that I walk out of McDonald's and the rest of the day happens.
Yeah, but I wouldn't see. Okay, so I hear what you're saying, but I wouldn't if I had a staff member like that. I mean, I wouldn't for long, right? I mean, because it's not, and you know, we don't know the situation. We don't know, you know, absolutely everything there is to know about June. But at the end of the day, like, you're not the only person's order he fucks up.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, like, if he hasn't been fired yet, there's a reason. So it's probably his cousin.
It could be. Right?
And at that point, and you're just keeping your cousin working for you because no one else will hire him because he's such a toon, you know what, then you're allowed to make fun of him. Right?
You know what, that's a possible scenario, because I wouldn't say they don't look similar. Like, I have worked with a lot of, I'm not doing the whole, like, weird, I don't know how to do that. It's racist if I preface it, and it feels racist if I don't preface it, and I don't know what to do. It's a weird situation, but I'm not doing, like, the whole thing where I'm, like, I wouldn't say, like, Filipinos all look similar or anything like that, or, like, the same way. Like, but all I'm trying to preface this with was I worked with a lot of people from the Philippines. Like, I do notice, you know what I mean? Like, I don't just look at them because I don't know a lot of them or anything, and I'm like, you look similar. Like, I really do notice.
Yeah, but to be fair, on top of it, and again, I don't want this to sound racist, because, I mean, it's not how I mean it, but a lot of times, right, you know, with East Indians or Asians or whatever, a lot of times, in business, it is a lot of family.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And you know, so I think that absolutely there's you know, a definite possibility. Right?
Yeah. And the attitude from the rest of the staff about it too.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and as I say, like, I mean, you know, you've had enough jobs to know, like, if somebody's a tool, they don't last long. Right?
Yeah, depending on the quality of management. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and you know, I know that McDonald's by your place that you go to, I know that they actually have a really shitty review on Google.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they've got like 3 stars.
Shitty.
And reading through some of the comments and everything that that they are making improvements, trying to anyways, and so I feel like they would be aware of a substandard employee, and they would, because at the end of the day, McDonald's employees are dime a dozen. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, they got a stack of resumes, 75 feet tall, right? And they can hire and fire 7,000 people in a day and still not even get, a dent into the stack of resumes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I feel like, yeah, I mean, that there, potentially could be a good chance that there's some level of relation there.
You've changed the way I'm looking at that now.
Yeah, I have that effect on people.
I wonder. Wow, I'm enlightened.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's keep this tight ship on the tracks.
Yeah.
That's not how ships work.
No.
No. Actually,
Today they could.
it kind of. Well, they could. I've seen ships be raised up and docked kind of on like a track situation. It's not impossible. So anyways, with all that said, do you want a break?
No.
No? Oh, okay. I was just wondering if your bladder was filling with anything, or if you needed liquid, or...
No, I got my big cup of water beside me, and no, I'm good.
Oh.
I want a nap.
Okay, well that's awkward. Oh, okay, well that's awkward. Okay. Because if you wanted a break, I was going to take a break. But I guess I just won't take a break then. Okay. So I guess I have a word of the day for you.
Word of the day. Okay, I'm excited. I've been studying.
Have you?
Yeah,
Okay, good, that's good.
I picked up a dictionary and I just read it.
How far did you make it?
All the way.
Oh, all the way?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect then. You'll know this
Yeah,
word.
absolutely.
You'll know this word then.
Yeah.
Okay. Mellifluous.
Mellifluous.
Yes, you said it perfectly.
That's a fun word to say, mellifluous.
It is. It has a nice mouthfeel.
Mellifluous. I don't even care what it means. I just want to say it.
I know.
Mellifluous.
I just want to do things to that word with my mouth. Okay, go ahead.
I am doing things to that word with my mouth. Mellifluous. Mellifluous. Say that 10 times real fast.
Are you stalling? Are you rushing? Because I think you're stalling.
No, I just enjoy saying the word mellifluous. I am going to say, normally I've got a long, dragged out explanation of what a word means, and unfortunately today, that I'm not quite up to par in health. I'm not the picture of health today. Mellifluous, I have no idea what it means, and I'm going to wager, take just a wild guess, because for the first time ever, I don't know what a word means. And I'm going to say it means somebody with evil intentions.
Okay.
Yeah. That's yeah, I mean, that's mellifluous. I'm having more fun saying it than explaining it. But I'm going to say that it's somebody with evil intentions, or it's an evil intention. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. All that build up for that.
That was painful.
Yeah, it was.
Wow. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that was a lot of build up. That was, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. No, you were clearly wrong.
Yeah. Big surprise.
I feel like there's a word that kind of sounds like mellifluous that means what you said, but I don't know what it is.
Maleficent.
Well, no.
Oh.
Mellifluous is a sound that is sweet or musical or pleasant to hear.
Holy shit, just like the word!
Yeah, exactly! It's so fitting! In a sentence, the voice was mellifluous and smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah! So that's... Yeah. So you're gonna try to work that into a lot of things now, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am.
Well, I have trivia for you now.
Alexa used her mellifluous voice to remind Paul, who is a optimist, that he was going to be late.
Wow.
Yeah, that just happened.
You sound like Fraser Crane smart, man.
Fuck yeah.
I know.
The doctor is in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
Alexa, you sound mellifluous.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, she sucks.
Dumb bitch.
Yeah, I know. She doesn't. Our connection just isn't as strong as the one.
She must be Swahili.
Wow, that was harsh.
My apologies to our Swahilian listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm Swahilian. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I was, I wouldn't call myself Swahilian.
See, yeah, but that's it. So, would you be, if you were Swahili, would you be Swahili? Or would you be Swahilian?
Oh my fuck.
Okay? Right? This just gets deep.
This is so amazing. Okay, wait, we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
You know we are.
Yeah, because I think that's important to know.
Oh my fucking god. We should just go home right now.
We are home.
Oh, okay.
I'm in my crack den, and you're in your non-crack den, beside June's work. And
yeah.
And yeah. So, yeah, but I mean, it'd just be like, hey, I'm Swahili. Hey, I'm.
Let me just stop you.
Okay.
Swahili isn't a place.
I know it's not a place.
Okay.
It's a language, but it's a people.
But it's, well, yeah, but you are Swahili. You're not, like, Swahilian. That's not possible.
Well, no, because, you know what, I'm a Calgarian. Okay? Or I'm Irish. I'm Irishian. Right?
Okay.
And so, if you're Swahili, that's a thing. It might not be a place. Swahili people might be from, like, Boston. Okay?
Well, they're from Tanzania, Kenya, the Congo, Rwanda, Uganda, a lot of things that rhyme. At the African Union, East African, and the East African community, apparently.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but you can still be, I'm Canadian, but I live in Calgary. So so I'm a Calgarian, and I'm Canadian, and I'm Irishian. So, I feel like Swahili, you can be Swahilian.
But.
That's a Swahili tribe. Right?
It feels to me that it's more like being an Englishman. Like, it's not, you wouldn't be like, I'm an Englishian.
No, but, but that's the thing. I don't say, I'm an Englishman. I don't just say I'm an English. Right?
No.
Right? So, am I saying I am Swahili? Or I am Swahilian?
Well, Swahili, also known as Kiswahili.
Am I Kiswalian or Kiswali?
It's a Bantu language.
Am I Bantu or Bantuian?
Well, I have some ideas of what you are, but it's the first language of the Swahili people.
Swahili is a mellifluous word.
No.
Okay, we should move on because
papaya is a mellifluous word.
Is it papaya or papaya, Ian?
That's not how this works.
Listen, everything is Ian.
I'm not sure about that.
Weird! Oh my god, I just triggered my Alexa by saying nothing that sounded like Alexa.
Are you gonna be alright?
Oh, that's so creepy. Well, there's a story about this couple who were having an argument, and something they said turned on their Alexa. Well, not like that. Don't go there. And, it wound up sending, oh no, stop, Alexa, stop listening. Oh. Thank you. They turned her on, and then she, sent a message to his boss, or something. Oh no, they owned a company and sent a message to one of their employees. That was just a transcript of their argument.
Beautiful.
Yeah, because something they said sounded like her name.
You could have just said her name. You didn't have to go, her name. Right? I think we get it.
I did, though. I have to make it awkward on her. Okay.
Okay, let's move on because I have no idea what direction any of this is taking.
I'm hot and sweaty, and I feel like the quiz is gonna take a while. I totally want to stand up and stretch my legs, but I feel like you just want to get this over with.
I want a nap, but no.
I know you do.
If you need to stand up and stretch your legs, get her done.
I don't want to set you behind. I figured you'd have to urinate or something by now. But
no, my body is absorbing all the liquid it can right now.
Fair enough. And I mean, Alexa told me to drink water, and I'm not even drinking water.
You have a Coke.
Okay, I'll be back. Not anymore. It's done.
Oh.
That's the thing.
Oh.
Okay, I'll be back in no longer than 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm just gonna have a quick
Alexa,
snooze.
give me a 5-minute timer.
5 minutes, starting now.
There we go. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
You don't know. Yo, selector, take that. Tell him why you're big show to run that.
So, do you think it has a positive effect on the show, or a negative effect on the show that I smoke now?
Yeah. Yeah, well...
Because I never used to smoke right beforehand, and I definitely never smoked during. But both are becoming much more common.
Well, it's your thing, so... Just, you gotta be you.
Well, I mean, you're drunk, so...
I think I'm sobering up.
Oh, that's gotta suck.
I'm just tired now. It's like 20, it's 4:20!
It's 4:20! I actually almost smoked at 4:20, but I was done beforehand. That's because I'm the worst stoner ever. Fuck. Okay, guess what time it is?
4:20!
Oh, yeah.
I just said that.
Shit.
Where you been?
True that. It's also time, and now I so wish this was about pot. Anyways, it's now time for a pop quiz!
Oh, God. I think I'm gonna fail today.
Do you want to guess what it's about?
I'm gonna assume it's about Swahili.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
It's about pop.
Pop. Yeah.
That's why it's called a pop quiz.
Pop quiz. Oh, I get it. Ha, ha, ha.
Yeah. So, you like to drink, and I'm sure you like to mix things with your drink.
Sometimes, yeah.
And I'm sure that often those things are, well, probably pop.
Pop, yes.
Yeah. Do you call it pop?
Or
do you call it soda?
No, I don't call it soda. I call it... I would say I call it pop.
Yeah, I call it pop. Okay. So your first question. Some people call it pop, some people call it soft drink, some people call it a soda. Which of these things is not anywhere in the world a name for pop? A. Cool drink. B. Sugar brew. C. Juice. Or D. Lolly water. Which one of those is not a name for pop?
I am gonna go with A.
Ooh. Cool drink.
Yeah.
Okay, cool answer. Unfortunately, it's not the right one!
Big surprise.
Yeah. I know. So, cool drink, that sounds so ridiculous. That sounds absolutely fucking mental. Who the hell would... It's a thing in some southern regions of the US, apparently. Cool drink, like, if you kind of put it together, refers to a booze-free, any booze-free, bubbly beverage. So you can include, like, sparkling water and Coca-Cola and Mountain Dew and everything in that.
Oh.
They also, in, like, some, like, southern regions where they don't call it cool drink, will simply call everything Coke. So the example I read, and this feels like the weirdest thing ever, you would literally walk up and you could say, "Can I have a large Coke?" They would say, "What kind?" You would say Mountain Dew, and they would give you your cup.
Really?
So Coke refers to all pop. Yeah, isn't that bizarre?
That is really weird.
Juice is used by the Scottish people, who describe every fizzy drink as juice, despite no juicing having ever taken place. And lolly water comes to us from Australia, which refers to any sweetened carbonated beverage.
Oh.
Yeah. So, you learned something. Check that shit out.
Yeah, that's mellifluous.
It is. No, it's not.
No.
How can a whole thing be mellifluous?
Listen, it can be whatever I say it is.
And you say it's mellifluous!
And I say it's mellifluous.
Yeah, okay.
Alright!
Your batteries are running out. So, are you familiar with cream soda?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy cream soda?
I do not.
Oh, it sounded like you were gonna say, I love cream soda! And then you were just super excited because you hate it so much.
No, I am definitely not a fan of cream soda or Dr. Pepper.
I like both.
Yeah.
Cream soda, since you don't like it, you should definitely know what it tastes like.
I do.
What flavor is cream soda?
I believe it's cherry and marshmallow or something.
Really? Okay, well,
What are the answers?
way to try to fucking freeball it out there, but I have some options.
Yeah, I know what it is, so when I hear it.
And that's none of them.
I know what it is.
A. Vanilla and raspberry. B. Strawberry and caramel. D. Cream, chocolate, and raspberry. D. Cotton candy.
Cotton candy.
You know, I would have thought so too.
No, vanilla and raspberry.
Been wrong. Well, you did, after you said cotton candy. But it is vanilla and raspberry, you're right. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Woo!
Which I think is kind of interesting, because I went my whole life without ever realizing that, and then I found that out a little while back, and I was like, fucking mind blown! I thought cream soda just tasted like cream soda. Like, what the fuck does root beer taste like? It tastes like root beer. What does Dr. Pepper taste like? Tastes like Dr. Pepper. These things don't have flavors. Like, it's not orange flavor.
I hear you. I found it out not long ago either, that it was actually a flavor. So
yeah, that's freaking dope.
Yeah.
Well, that's not now a thing you knew, because you already knew it.
Okay, well, I got one right. Woo!
And I just think it tastes like cotton candy, sort of, even though I hate cotton candy. Fuck, oh, gross, I hate cotton candy so much. Okay, anyways. 3. Name 5 varieties of Coca-Cola. No options on this one.
Name 5 varieties. Oh, okay, so there's cherry Coke, regular Coke.
I'm not going to give you regular.
Vanilla Coke.
Okay.
There's Mountain Dew Coke.
What? Okay, I need you to be more specific.
Mountain Dew Coke.
Well, no, that's not a type of Coke.
Okay, all I got is vanilla, cherry, ketchup.
I tried this with somebody else just for the hell of it, and it's hilarious because everybody misses the most obvious one.
Yeah, regular Coke.
No, because I'm not counting that.
Cherry, vanilla.
This makes me happy. I didn't think this was going to be hard.
Okay, yeah, I got nothing. I got cherry and vanilla and regular.
Fuck. Wow. Okay. How can I do this that I don't?
I think there's lime Coke. No, maybe not.
Okay, there is lime.
Okay, yeah, then that's all I got.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Ones I did not expect you to get were Golden Coke.
Oh.
Ginger Coke.
Oh.
Black Coke. Black Coke has coffee in it.
Okay.
Coca-Cola Life. It has less sugar and stevia instead. I actually like the taste of that. That's one I've drank more than once. Like, it's more than a novelty. I'll go back and get it.
Coke Zero. Diet Coke.
There you go. I couldn't believe everybody overlooks Diet Coke. I thought that's like the first one. Oh, well, diet. Like,
okay, yeah, but you see, I'm going with like regular Coke. To me, regular Coke and Diet Coke are the same thing. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like,
so you gave me Diet Coke, Coke Zero, cherry, vanilla, and lime. So you have hit your 5.
oh, nice. Hey, my wiener.
I didn't expect you to get Coca-Cola Citra, which is what I was wondering if you were trying to get to with Mountain Dew, because it's a citrus blend. So I was like, come on, just make, if you know of it, give me the different, no. Coca-Cola, Diet Coke caffeine free. This was a big thing when I was a kid. It's got like this weird brown label. I don't know if you know of that shit.
Yeah.
That's a weird one. Yeah, okay. Then there's just caffeine free. So big
See,
whoop,
but-
but I would have given you the distinction.
But again, that's
anyways.
what I go with. I go with caffeine-free Diet Coke and Coke as like all regular. Even Coke Zero.
Okay, I was just giving you more opportunities. Coke Mango,
Oh.
Raspberry, which I've had and it's not bad. Orange, which let me take a minute to say, oh my fucking god, it's awesome. Orange Coke, I had no faith whatsoever. It's like creamsicle. But it's not orange soda. I don't even know how to describe it. It's very good. It's much better than it should be. Then there was lemon, there was lime, which you guessed, there's black cherry. Vanilla. Black cherry vanilla. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, but I'll give you that. You definitely got that. I'm not even giving it to you. You got it, fair and square.
Woot!
Even if I didn't want you to have it, you would have earned it.
I did earn
through
that.
your spirit.
I earned it in my soul.
Okay. So, are you up to date on what's going on in the world of soda? You know, like maybe pop culture?
No.
No? Okay. This is something that's been in the news recently. As of a court ruling just this month, what 4 words are being removed from the Canada Dry ginger ale packaging? A. Absolutely no artificial flavor. B. Made with real ginger. C. No artificial sweeteners added. D. Made with natural ingredients.
I'm good.
Which of those is being removed? What did you say?
D.
D. Made with natural ingredients?
Yeah.
You are wrong, but I don't blame you, and you're not that far wrong either, because the words "made with real ginger" are being removed.
Oh.
They got dinged with false advertising.
Oh.
When they popped that on there, they actually got a major boost in sales. Apparently, what does it say here? 9% in the first 6 months. As soon as they wrote "made with real ginger," their sales jumped 9% in 6 months. Well, as it turns out, there's not enough in there to even be discernible. It's a ginger flavor extract. It's not even enough to be discernible to human taste.
Oh. Well, I'm glad they
not
caught
where
that.
any. Yeah, no shit. It's not where any of the flavor comes from. It has no bearing. It's literally in there as a cheap attempt to kind of be like, oh, but look, we did. But it's not enough. So it is not made with real ginger. So they're taking that off of the label. So I had this thought, and it's, all for naught. We learned this in the 90s. People ran out and tried to collect a bunch of shit for money. But I was like, if you bought some ginger ale right now, it'd be kind of cool to keep around just for a little bit. Because in 10 years, it's going to be weird because that's not going to be on there. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I drink Canada Dry, and I could care less what it says. I prefer it over Schweppes.
Yeah.
So I don't care what it's made
agree.
of.
Well, there you go. Ryan will put anything in his body. You heard it here
I'll
first.
put anything in my mouth. Yep.
Okay. No, I'm just giving you body. Can you imagine anally chugging a Canada Dry?
Yeah, I do it on a regular basis. It's a Canada Dry ginger ale enema.
The bubbles.
Yeah, cleans you out. It's all effervescent and shit. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I regret showing you those groups now.
Yeah, you do.
So
I'm so making a video of that and posting.
Of what? A carbonated enema?
Yeah! Yeah.
I have to write. I haven't started it yet. One of the things I got to write here this week is an article about a guy that stuck what the fuck is it? An air freshener, like a sprayable, it's a Glade thing. I remember what brand it is. The Glade sprayable up his ass.
Oh, well. Yeah.
Well, he didn't. He asked his wife to.
Gotta stay fresh.
But he had to limp to the hospital that way.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah, it was unpleasant. They actually got a picture of it after it was extracted. Like, ugh! They don't always have pictures. So which of the following has the most sugar? It was not that story. Which of the following has the most sugar? A. Coca-Cola. B. Pepsi. C. Sprite. D. Mountain Dew.
I'm gonna go with Coke.
Really? You think Coke has the most sugar?
Yeah, I did.
That is incorrect.
Yeah, of course it is.
Coca-Cola has... Okay, if it doesn't have the most sugar, what do you think it has? The second most, the second least, or the least?
Well, just because I want to roll, let's go with least.
No. So Coca-Cola has 35 grams of sugar in a can. So this is per can, 355. Has 35 grams of sugar. Pepsi has 41. That shit's fucking intense. Sprite has 33. And topping the charts I think it's the most sugar in pop at all. Mountain Dew has 46.
Holy jumping.
No shit.
That's bananas.
It is, and I think that 35 grams in Coke works out to like 7 teaspoons or something like that. Like, it's fucking nuts.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. Like, I remember I used to drink Monsters all the time, and they, same thing, they were freaking disgustingly chocked with sugar.
Yeah, I used to drink energy drinks too, and I quit. Okay, so you know what that means?
I failed.
Well, no, that means this is your last question.
Oh.
So, you have gotten...
2 right.
Yeah, 2 right. You're keeping track.
Sort of.
Which of these orange sodas... Do you drink orange soda?
I do not.
Oh. Which of these orange sodas is the oldest? Fanta. Orange Crush. C+, which I guess for people everywhere else, it's called Sunkissed, but here it's called C+. Or Orangina.
Orangina? I've never even heard of that.
Oh, it's horrible stuff. It has pulp in it.
So I'm going to go with Orangina just because I've never heard of it. So I feel like... Yeah, I feel like then that might be the oldest because there's lots of old shit that I'd never heard of.
Fair enough. You are wrong.
Oh, of course. Damn it.
So Fanta came along in 1940.
Okay.
C+ came along in 1979.
Okay.
Orangina came along in 1935. And Orange Crush came along in 1911.
Oh, I was close.
Yeah, you were within 4. So
Yes!
Orangina is the fucking worst, by the way. So, okay, do you like pulp in your orange juice?
No.
No, me neither. I don't want to have to chew something if I'm drinking.
No.
Make up your mind,
No.
right?
It's like bubble tea. It's gross.
Okay, I don't... For some reason, I make a little bit of an exception for bubble tea, because I look at it more like a float. Like, I think it's so hybrid, it's not liquid that I have to chew, it's more of like a snack. But, okay, Orangina is carbonated, but it has 2% orange pulp. 2% of the bottle is orange pulp. So that means you can see the layer of orange pulp.
That's fucked. I wouldn't want
It's
a
super
carbonated
gross.
pulp drink.
No!
That does...
I mean, I don't want to pulp drink at the best of times, but the last thing I want is it being, dancing around in my throat as I try to swallow it.
That's really weird.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
So you got 2 right.
Well, 2 out of 6 ain't bad.
2 out of 6 is pretty bad.
Hey,
Okay.
I think you got, all your questions last week wrong. So... Or you maybe got...
I didn't say I did good.
Well, so...
You shouldn't aspire to be like me.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. If I'm aspiring to be like you, I need to rethink my life.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if y'all are listening to this, you could, well, first of all, if you're still listening to it, thank you for putting off suicide. Second of all, go ahead and review us, please. Go ahead and review us. Unlike Apple, that's a nice place to leave a review. Why not? Guess what else? Facebook, that's another place you can leave a review. And why not? It doesn't really help people find us as much, but it tells us how much you love us. So, go ahead and give us some love. Go ahead and give us a follow. Go ahead and do amazing things like that. And if you want even more of the Total Sickcast, you can go to patreon.com/TSC podcast. And there you can find an extended cut of our last episode, Catching McFishes, and a mini-sode where I try to explain to Ryan what Patreon is. Also, before recording today, we actually recorded another mini-sode for Patreon in which we play Would You Rather. So that's something you should, definitely check out. Wherever you listen to this podcast, be it, Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, whatever the deal, there's new remasters from Season 1 there as well. There's a ton of D&D. Ryan, have you gotten around to listening to any of our back catalog yet?
No, what, from last season? Season 1?
Yeah.
No.
No? Oh, you're terrible.
No.
Have you listened to any D&D?
No, you were supposed to send me links, and you didn't.
I did.
You didn't.
I did. I emailed them to you.
No.
But I didn't email you links because they weren't out yet at that point. A whole bunch of D&D dropped on Sunday morning. So there's a whole bunch of the world explanations from our wonderful game master Terry. And there is a bunch of gameplay. The first 3 episodes are up, so that's 3 hours of adventuring. Plus other bonus content. That was only, such as the descriptions of the worlds and the islands and that kind of stuff, that was only available at everythingpaul.net before now, and now you can find it right in your stream! How amazing is that? I know. It's beyond words. It really, really is. It's whatever our word of the day was today, better yet, and I deleted it, so I'll
mellifluous.
It's mellifluous. That's what it is. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of D&D right in your feed right now. Where you're listening to this, scroll down, see it? Oh my god, it's fucking amazing. And also another compilation of season 1 episodes called Skunk and Pop Sockets came out, where I talk about pop sockets. I also talked about pop sockets last week, which is really weird because it makes it seem like I talk about them a lot, but those 2 events are separated by like 6 months. So,
Pop and squats.
So yeah. Pop and squats, yeah. So, talking about Skunk and Pop Sockets. So that's got 3 episodes in it. In just a second, I could almost go ahead and even tell you which episodes those were. Look at me go, passing time like a good host. Includes parts of episode 16, I Can't Even Use My Fleshlight. Episode 17, Jonesing for a Pop Socket. And episode 18, President Putin Loves Emperor Hoopfer. So, you can find all that wherever you're listening to this. And yeah, again, don't forget to review us. Don't forget. Don't. We'll come to your house. We'll remind you. I don't know.
Well, anyways, we're in everybody's house.
We're in everybody's house right now. Yeah. Everybody who's listening to this. Yeah. We've become a part of their life.
Terrifying.
So, I think that's all that I really have to say.
Yeah, I don't really think I have anything else. I think we've covered a mishmash of ridiculousness, and it's beautiful. It's mellifluous.
It is. It is. On our next episode you hear from us, we might actually have Terry back with us. So that's exciting. So stick around for that. And next week, Ryan, you owe me a word and a quiz.
I do. So I'm excited. I've already got words. I've got like a list of words.
Do you? That's okay. I have a list of ways of introducing you, and I forgot to bring one today.
But today worked. It was good.
But today worked. Yeah. It was okay, but I'm not going to be able to wing it with that kind of expertise every time.
No, you won't. This was like, you used up your creative power, right? Just today.
I used all that.
Yeah, no, words don't work for me today.
That was mellifluous, Ryan.
Mellifluous.
Okay. On that note, bye!
Jesus. Oh, that was...
Thank you for joining us on the Total Stickcast. The Total Stickcast is available wherever you listen to podcasts, including Google Play, Apple, Spotify, and Stitcher. We appreciate your ratings and reviews as they help other people find us and help us to grow. Please take the time to let us know what you think.
The Total Stickcast is hosted and produced by Paul Johnson and features Ryan Blair and Terry Savage. You can connect with Paul Johnson directly on Twitter at OffTheLP or at everythingpaul.net. That's everythingpaul.net. You can find the Total Stickcast on Twitter and Facebook at Total Stickcast. You can also reach us by email at TotalStickShow@gmail.com. My name is Larry G. Jones, and this has been the Total Stickcast. Thank you for making us a part of your day.
TSN Total Stick Podcast Network.